A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Let's go, D. Let's go, D.
They go with Chubb on second down. Dances by him. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. The reception good for 7. It's third down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And look at this. They're keeping the punter on the sideline. They're going to go for it here on the opening drive.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90!
Running for it. Here's Hyde. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth.
Oh, he's not going to get it by much, but on 4th and 1, all you're worried about is moving the sticks. And here he's able to fight his way forward for a couple of yards, and that's all he needed.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Mayfield now on second down. That is caught by the former Gator Antonio Callaway. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Now they go screen. It's complete. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far.
Let's go.
They go play action here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Here we go now.
On the toss, here's Johnson. Good move by Duke. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successul.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
And a nice pick up there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
Second and goal from inside the 5.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They get it to him running left. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel...
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. In for the score. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
First carry for James Conner. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now Jameis on 2nd down. This one complete, right side to McDonald. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
He lost 6 there on the first down play. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Jameis to throw it. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it 3rd and 13.
They don't want it, fellas. They don't want it. Keep playing. Hey, let's get a conversion.
Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up.
Let's go now. 82 spook. Hey, sub. Let's go. Hey, keep up that.
They'll throw again. Winston. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. The 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them, and they took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
For just about every special teams meeting, there's a discussion with the punter about his importance. Why? He can flip the field for your team defensively, move it deep into their own territory, or if you're backed up on offense, and he can hit a big punt and change field position and help his defense. In this case, though, field position got flipped by the return team. You can do it so many different ways on special teams.
Counter. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. Larry Ogunjobi there to make the tackle.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now it's a bootleg with Winston. They'll roll him out, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively, not a real surprise. They're in the dime.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Play fake. Winston. He's going to let this one go deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
It's never a bad idea to try and get it to Antonio Brown, but there must be a little bit of the Madden curse going on for our cover athlete here. Hasn't been able to get that elite separation that we're used to seeing from him.
On 4th down, here comes a Steeler punter, Jordan Berry, to kick it away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Watch it now, Barney.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Going up top. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. On second down, Johnson. Oh, look at the Jew. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Hurry up, here we go.
Throwing, Mayfield. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Now let's go.
Mayfield on first down. Screen play, Johnson. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Now let's go.
Mayfield with it once more. And he rifles it complete. Caught by Landry. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
A give. This is Chubb. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
2nd down, Mayfield. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, and his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Handoff comes to Chubb. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Here we go.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. That's Njoku over the middle. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Let's go.
On 3rd down, Mayfield eluding the pressure right. Open man is Switzer, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The charge!
from the gun, Mayfield. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
The Browns on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is third down and 12. Now Mayfield. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. And the Steelers signal for another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Zane Gonzalez now to try the Browns field goal. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal. You did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes. You don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Winston again. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Off the play fake, Winston. And that will be incomplete as well. TJ Carey right there in coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. And now the Browns coming out on the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. The linebacker Ryan Shazier there to make the tackle.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. A run for Nick Chubb. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Here's Mayfield. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now a handoff. Johnson. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Shift. Shift. 49. Check 49. Check.
On the carry, it's Chubb. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and call more of that.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Even.
They run with Connor, and he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Second down, Winston. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hill. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Follow.
3rd and short yardage, Winston. And that is incomplete. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They're indeed going. It's Winston. He gets it to Brown. Complete. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive?
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
Jameis now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Brown. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another 1st down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Winston of the offense with a 1st and 10, and he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. Now it's countered. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Winston now. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. This quarterback now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Detroit! Detroit! Watch it now, Barney!
1st down, Mayfield. Underneath for Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot, and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
3rd quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Mayfield now on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Working out of the gun. Mayfield over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Watch him now, Barney.
They'll give to Hyde. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
No. Check. Patriot.
Now Chubb. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Watch him now, Barney. Now let's go.
They run again on 1st down, Chubb. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Now let's go. Green 39.
On the ground, it's Chubb. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs...
He rifles one that's intercepted. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
They go for just 1 here as it's up and good, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over. Over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too. Mayfield
going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They begin this drive with Chubb, and he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast
when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. They toss it out right to Johnson. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Watch it now, Barney. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Mayfield to throw it. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. A 1st down throw for Winston. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. The tight end Josh Hill was the target, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Winston. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Pushing his way through. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And a 2-score game, obviously. Every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. From the red zone now, Winston. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. On the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short. To the air again with Winston. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Steelers have now made this a 1-score game. Boswell good with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Here's Connor. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now Jameis on 2nd down. And his throw is incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Well, so many times defensive backs get caught playing the man rather than the football, but not in this case. That's an excellent play. Did exactly what you're supposed to do. Attack the football and help break up the pass.
And, yep, as a result, knocks it down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. From the gun, Winston. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Back there, not Philly. Here we go.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he's going to ball his way forward to the 48. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Over.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
Let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
It's a quarterback sneak. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. It's Big Vince Williams who made the tackle. Clock running here, under 90 seconds to go.
Lucky 56.
Mayfield to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Following the interception, Winston. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Now Winston. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10. Winston to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout. as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Here's Jordan Berry now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. And the Browns getting set to go. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Now Mayfield, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. T.J. Watt in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Mayfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. I get and appreciate that they wanted to go for the win, not play for overtime, but that's the cost right there.
Not so sure their fans feel the same way as you when they just watch that ball get picked and taken the other way, and now they're down 6. Looks like it's going to be a loss for them, an absolute catastrophe when they tried to be aggressive.
Boswell for the extra point. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Dumping it off for Johnson. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. 5 seconds, 4 seconds. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Well, Charles, this one's going to be hard to digest. Let this one slip away a little bit.
They will definitely feel like that because when you have a lead in the fourth quarter, all you talk about doing is finishing and closing a game out. But when you flip it over, how about that? Making the comeback and then finishing the game, sealing it on defense, they will feel